hold this delayed overhead or delayed low into not delayed overhead or not delayed low.
Yeah, Rez, on my Steam it says you're not playing anything.
Well, I mean, were you getting my invites up?
No.
Invite me then. And,
Alright.
Add back.
I think I did send him the friend request.
Hold on, I'm trying to keep up. I got something. Alright, do I do like... Okay, I just did join game. Unable to accept the invitation due to network errors. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think you were joining Rez's game,
That sounds incorrect.
which doesn't exist. Hey, even though you're in my lobby, it says you're still not playing Melty. I don't know what's up.
Something.
I'm in.
Alright. So what's a good pair of characters for examples of this game?
Well, I could pick F Alco and do everything.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
This is the character. This is the first character I ever saw while I saw this game.
So F Alco, she does everything. She has really good Oki. She does good damage. She has good normals.
I don't care about that shit. Show me mechanics.
Okay. I can. Rion will probably. Well, we're actually both playing Full Moon, so no reverse beats. For Crescent and Half Moon,
Yeah,
you have
you've
full
got
reverse chaining.
Magic series the other way.
Yeah, you can go back. You can go down strength to any normal you haven't used yet. From most normals, there are some normals you can't cancel.
And that's used to make shit safer.
Yes.
Give you
And
longer
to give
confirms, maybe.
Yeah, like a common one is like 5C into an A.
But then you can't do back into 5C, right?
No, you can't use anything you've already used.
So when it says reduce success and reduce failed, that's a button
So,
press. Is that
Yeah. It's you just press a button when you get hit.
and that reduces damage?
Yes.
Alpha 3 has that.
It's not like a huge part, but you might as well be doing it because you should be mashing the tech.
I see.
Because
You flip out of combos if you long enough, right? Like an anime game. Is can you hold the button to do that, or do you have to hit buttons?
no, you have to press it, and it's also a bit weird because you have ground techs that you do just by pressing back, down, or forward. You don't actually press a button for ground techs.
Okay, I'm used to that.
But ground techs are also punishable.
Oh, I'm not used to that.
Oh.
How universal are air dashes in this game?
Very universal. Everybody has one.
Okay.
At least one. Oh shit. So Alco's kind of unique in that she has a double air dash no matter what, and in Crescent Moon she actually has a triple jump. Why am I so bad right now? Oh, so you have max mode, which is when you overfill your meter, you basically go into this sort of power-up mode.
Yeah.
To where it's trying to think of a game like it, but basically you can spin a lot of meter during that, and you always end up with I'm not used to talking and playing at the same time.
Is it like desperation mode kind of stuff in KOF?
Yeah, but you always end up with 100 meter.
Okay. What if you like
Or-
if you use a super wall in it, you end up with 100?
Yes. So, Crescent Moon's a bit different. If you Full Moon and Crescent Moon are a bit different in that if you use meter during it, you end up with 100 meter. But if you use no meter, you end up with 200 meter.
Oh, I see. So it doesn't actually waste any.
Yeah.
And meter is like EX boost for the most part in this game, right? Or like nearly universally, right? I know like every single move
they're
has
like
like
part of the
a...
way between like EXs and actual supers.
That's a little bit like Vampire.
Yeah.
So there's an A and B version. This is what I know. There's an A and B version of every special move, or most special moves, and the C version is like a super version. And it costs 100% of your meter, right?
Yes.
And the damage difference doesn't seem great, so I'm guessing it's mostly sort of an Oki or combo-friendly sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just sometimes there's like damage difference. This way.
Combo extending, maybe.
Yeah. And typically the B version of DPs are like the invincible one.
That makes sense.
Some moves C versions are almost entirely different as well.
Yeah. So because the C version's the super, sometimes they just do something really wacky with them. Like Nero had. Okay.
A big one of those is Full Moon Wara's reversal. Just becomes a full screen move around pinwheel when it's the C version. And it behaves almost completely different.
Wait, is it me?
Yeah, if you want to ready.
I've never even played this game. I played this game for all of 10 minutes.
It's alright.
Don't pick a meme character.
See, but I actually play this character.
Oh, never mind. Pick a meme character. I'm just gonna pick someone who looks cool. Oh, I remember this girl. Doesn't this girl have Rekos?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's cute. Oh shit.
Oh.
They picked me.
See ya.
Alright, I don't know a thing about this. I picked Full Moon.
Okay, so Full Moon Seal is basically Yamazaki.
Oh, like the Keiwa.
Yeah.
I had to think about him.
Yeah, Snake Punches. She's also the most technical version of Seal, so...
I'll live. Hold on, let me do some special moves on the side there.
Alright.
Let me figure out my buttons. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is the Yamazaki, isn't it? Whoa. I EX'd it already.
Yeah, you start with 100 meter.
Can't cancel. Oh.
The low version of it is a hard knockdown that you can pick up into a launch with the claw.
Alright, remind me what this is.
So
that's a parry.
Yeah. In Full Moon it's like the weakest of the parries you can get from the various moons. Yeah. Because you have to cancel the parry into a special move or super.
Oh.
It also costs guard meter to do.
Oh my god.
Or more accurately, it makes your guard meter go down faster when you've used it.
Yeah. Guard meter isn't like a huge deal, but it's weak enough to where it does come into play.
There are only a few characters who will really pull it into focus. One example is Full Moon Roa, which is the character I was just playing.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
Also, if you're just really good with your pressure and your opponent's really like timid with like Crescent or Half Moon, you can just get away with a lot of reverse beat pressure and break their guard.
Wow.
Also, a universal thing is that you can end combos with air throw to get Oki.
I know that much.
But if you start with an air throw, it's a combo starter.
I forgot that this is the wrong Necroarch Chaos, so I actually have no idea what I'm doing.
What's the input for throw?
Forward and back A plus D. Or the
A plus D
E button.
God. Oh shit.
Oh, so that's a command grab, that dash. It also has
Oh, this is my launcher.
it also has clash frames.
Oh my god,
which is like sort of armor, basically.
Help.
So like there's full air blocking and everything, but there are some moves that are air unblockable that you have to shield.
Make it stop.
So when I press V, I get like a shield thing. What are the properties on that?
That is a parry. So in Crescent and Half Moon, that's effectively just a straight up parry, and then you can act immediately after. In Full Moon, that you can only cancel parry into specials or supers.
So is there like a high parry, low parry thing like Third Strike?
Kind of. It depends on your moon.
Yeah.
I'm in Crescent. So.
Oh, also there's a universal reversal and quarter circle back D that you can also do during block stun as a card cancel.
Right.
Oh, I tried to. Wow. That looked like an overhead, maybe.
It's an overhead and it's air unblockable.
Oh, that's a huge mechanic in Melty. If you counter hit somebody in the air, it is completely untackable no matter how high you are. So you can get like really crazy pickups off of it. But it's only for that very first hit. If the move is even like multiple hits and you hit with the multiple hits, it knocks them out of the counter hit. And you just have to do a normal air combo.
These full dashes. I'm used to every single game, every anime game having dashes you can cancel instantly.
That's pretty unique to Full Moon Seal, actually. The point of it is it looks exactly like the start of a command grab.
Oh, alright, hold on. I've had a command grab this whole time.
It's
I found it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that all makes sense.
It has Clash on it. Like, it's essentially armor.
Okay.
But it's like, you don't take damage for it.
Whoa. It's just the power of Japanese netcode.
Oh, another like mechanic that is exclusive to Full Moon is that if you press A and D without a direction, you get basically Dragon Ball Fighter's key charge.
Whoa, look at it.
It's like a lot of meter too, so it's like, and it recovers really quickly, so it's not something you'll see all the time, but it's perfectly viable to pull out and use.
Unlike key charge.
Yeah.
How you stop?
That's like the one saving grace of Full Moon Necroart Chaos.
He has normal Chaos's jump C.
Yeah. I normally play H Necroart Chaos, but every time I pick that character, I forget which moon I've actually played.
I need to stick to watching.
I think now you have to play Rez.
You can press start and pass if you want.
Alright, so we should pick a Crescent character or something with
do I? Okay. Well, I can play half the character.
Who do I play this Crescent?
So, Half Moon Scion is basically what if you just gave the character the most basic ass, really good mix-ups and really good normals, and then made her just good at rushdown. She has like one of the best cross-up moves in the game. She has one of the best standard overheads in the game because she can just link out of it and it's pretty fast. And she has a very good dive kick.
Oh yeah, that's my kind of movement right there. Even just looking at this. Look at that jump.
Oh, also like a really like standard big part of this game for basic mix-ups is air backdash, because air backdash is really short and goes up, so you can like hop over somebody.
And, yeah, I'm with it.
What are good ways to get a hard knockdown in this game?
So universally, you have air throw as a combo ender. Oh, that's a mechanic of Half Moon, is that you have burst if you're in heat or max mode that is like getting full meter. Half Moon has auto burst. It automatically does it if you get hit.
Reverse beat. There it is, baby. Alright, so air string, air jump, or second jump, air string.
Oh,
I'm guessing
something
that's a
very
big thing for
peculiar.
3-jump characters.
yeah. Something very peculiar about this game, or a few very peculiar things, is that you can, in Half Moon and Crescent Moon, you can air dash cancel normals. You can also universally super jump forward in the air.
So down towards heavy, it's like a launcher, right?
It's usually like a universal launcher-ish, anti-air-ish move.
I see.
Also, some characters it's really weird on.
I was fooling around with it and my angle didn't look so good. I'm guessing I got a rather strict combo route into it.
Full Moon Seal does not use it as a launcher generally.
I see. And then you also have like I'm guessing special moves or whatever unique attack.
So yeah, you have special moves. A lot of times, like the odd like direction command normals on C won't be reverse beatable.
Makes sense.
Well, I couldn't fucking shield or EX card any of that.
Just me, or if the stage is really small in this game.
Some of them are a bit small. Oh, command grab.
Alright, what's the mechanism behind recovering that red health? Is it just time?
So there's a few mechanics.
It's when you're activated in heat, it will recover.
Okay.
And you also have like a install mode. When you're in heat or max mode, you can go into blood heat, which stops time. Stops time, recovers a lot of your health really quickly. Gives you like a bit more meter if you're like using meter during that, than compared to just in heat or max mode. I've never actually blocked that, so I was like, what do I do here?
It's safe if you block it high in the air. If you block it low, it's punishable.
Yeah, it looked a little unsafe there.
What else was I gonna say? Oh, you also have like a specific super or instant kill move in Blood Heat, but that's pretty rare to see because you have to shield something to do that.
Like an actual like touch of death instantly kind of thing? Like instant
Yeah,
kill?
like a proper instant kill, yeah. But it's like, it's only when you shield something or if you're in Half Moon,
It actually does an instant kill, but it deals 5,000 unskilled damage no matter what.
But what is the health?
Generally around 10,000.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I gotta remember to do specials as Vampire Scion, because her normals are just so good. Ah, missed my dive kick. I got hit in my landing leg there. Actually, that was super unfortunate.
I think you were trying to dive kick and the super freeze ate it.
I was just trying to jump forward. I wasn't thinking about landing leg, of course.
Yeah, we're both playing kind of bad because we're trying to think about talking about the mechanics.
That's fine.
What's super interesting that we haven't mentioned?
Is there chip kills?
No, there's no chip kills. Like, right?
Yeah, there's no chip kills, but there are ways for some characters to cheat you out a kill or cheat out a kill against someone who is blocking. There are a few unblockable hits in the game that are occasionally unavoidable.
Yeah.
Nero is really good at doing that.
the basic mix-up in this game is just really powerful since since Crescent Moon and Half Moon can air dash cancel normals even on block. You always get like if you can jump at your opponent just normally and make them block something, that's a mix-up there always. So this character is all about his OP, and I'm wanting to fuck it all up. Oh, also, his DP is completely active during all active frames. It is a ridiculous DP. Oh, right. Oh man. Crap. Ah, I missed. God dang it. What else is there? So... Oh, so in Crescent Moon you have basically full effective parries, and if you parry something on like the first 2 frames, it's like even better. You have even less lag.
Grand Crescent Moon's the parry one? Should've told me soon.
Yeah. So you have shield and EX shielding, and EX shielding is just like closer to the normal shield. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, invalid is in a lot of anime games. It just means the opponent could have flipped out, but didn't.
Yes.
Yep.
Recognize that one.
There are occasionally times in this game where you will be able to flip out, but you don't want to.
Ooh, that's less what I'm used to.
Namely against characters like Aoko or Whiteland.
Is it to like get closer to the ground without being subjected to another mix-up or something?
No, it's because the mix-up that you will eat if you are teching is way, way worse than anything else the character can do to you.
So, oh yeah, so there's a also increase. I forget. Did you play Union Bath?
No.
So okay, so increase is basically a universal way of like charging moves. So just some moves have it on them, and oh crap! I thought that'd still come at me. So and some moves like get more plus, or like they even like change exactly what like their like hitbox and stuff. A very common one is some moves that have increase are like just kind of normal moves that you'd use anyway, but if you increase them, they become overheads.
Oh yeah.
So like some of them look like overheads, like Aoko has just like an axe kick that she does, and it's only an overhead if you charge it. But then Nania's 5C, which is just a stab, that's also an overhead.
Red Arc also has charge 5B, which looks like an overhead.
So, increase is indicated by the flashing?
Yes.
Alright.
So right now you're witnessing a pretty high tier character versus bottom tier. But he's the grappler, so people play him.
That's like
He's also got good
everything.
matchups against some characters, but his really bad matchups are just insanely bad, and that's why he's low tier.
He also just has some really weird stuff, like full charge C is unblockable. It's not no red. Oh, he also has Rekkas.
Shit. Rekka's in a command grab. I can see why people will play this guy.
So that super
armor?
gives him armor for a few seconds.
That's cool.
And it's also like pretty much a reversal, but you can stuff it if you're like exactly right. Oh, he has a dive kick. it's not amazing, but in this matchup I gotta make use of it.
You bounced off her on hit. Any dive kick where you bounce off never looks amazing. Is there no combo there?
I could have, I just wasn't in position. It's kind of hard with him.
How much of that Rekka is safe?
It's not very safe once you're past the first hit, but they have to guess right and shield it for some of the options.
Ooh, the classic.
It's very fast on whip, so it's perfectly reasonable to go for.
So do we have actual like low and overhead enders? Because that's what it looks like.
Yes, you do.
Good lord.
I believe the overhead is just punishable, though. Very little range. That's part of why he's a very bad character.
My character is basically a pure zoner, and it's really rough when someone actually gets in on him. On her.
That air fireball looks mad good.
It is very good.
What's the frame data on throws like?
They're pretty fast, right? Like
They're
pretty much as fast as
really, really fast. They're as fast as most characters stand A. They also only have one active frame, so it's hard to melee with them.
Oh yeah, that's his what you may call it. His low ender is only if it's charged on his Rekka. And this is his 200% command grab. Very only like damage of a normal combo, so once again one of the reasons why he's not so hot. Oh, I wanted a command grab there.
The throws on the ground star combos?
No. Some characters can, but it's very situational usually. Ah, I missed on the
That's
other one.
unblockable, huh? That's the 5C or whatever.
That it is properly unblockable. Throw it away.
Even though Koma's not very good, he's very stressful to play against, because once he actually does get the knockdown, he's very scary.
Yeah, his mix-up is good, but command grab stops being an issue pretty quickly. His B version is slow, but it isn't invincible or anything like you'd kind of expect from that kind of command grab. And the light one is very, very short-ranged. Oh,
I haven't played this character in a while, and I'm going to drop every single rock loop.
So this guy is... Imagine if you just gave a character gigantic normals and really good Oki.
Yeah, I've seen him play before. Every button is full screen.
Yep.
His main weakness is all of his buttons have hurt boxes that appear way before the hitbox.
Oh, some kind of weird doll sim.
He also only has 3 reversals, a kind of crappy super, and forward and backdash. His forward dash is actually a mix-up with his backdash, and it's also invincible.
You just turn invisible for both of them?
Yes. It's the exact same thing. But it's like pretty annoying. That's the thing. Oh, so he has this black mist that even if he gets hit, it keeps going.
You said every character has like one powerful moon, or for the most part.
Typically one moon is like better than other moons.
Yeah. Is it just like people who play that character always pick that moon, or are there kind of heroes trying to make the other moons work?
There are definitely, if the moons are close enough, there are definitely people that play all of them.
It's more that there's one moon that people don't play. There's usually at least 2 moons that are worth playing.
So this is Moontacular.
I missed the shield.
Unblockable.
Yeah, I missed the shield.
It's also like fully involved, so you have to do the correct answer to it.
Are any of you running on the caster version, or all on Steam?
We all are. It's just that the caster version for me and Rion hasn't been playing live with us lately.
Yeah.
Like, it just won't let us connect for whatever reason. Oh yeah, I gotta like pretty much get that in the air. Ah, I messed up.
What is this character's lore, and why is she using a fucking drill that's also a missile launcher? Looks like a Wild Arms character.
That's like her, I guess the lore is like she's powered up like that. Because that's Seal, but it's powered Seal. So one annoying thing about this game is that the buffer window is pretty low, and some even chains are quite tight. So Nero's 2A 2B is actually a pretty tight chain.
Good lord.
Like if you like accidentally press the 2B not quite right. So that little mouth is why this Nero is like supposedly the best Nero, because it's a very plus on block overhead.
Wara's crouching animation, or when Wara's crouching, he has no animation.
Yeah, some characters are a bit weird like that, because this game has been just in development for so long. The animations aren't quite equal on the older characters.
Man, I have not played this character in a long time.
And I just started learning this character, so I'm pretty fresh with him. Oh shit.
That charged pile bunker is plus 15 on block.
Doesn't look too fast, at least. Can you you like delay strings to catch people in this game? Is that a thing?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes. and if you press a button in this game, it is accepting it. I want to admit, I've never seen that before. But there are definitely normals like that in this game.
Ah, I didn't get through it. Yeah, I haven't played Power Seal in a while. Power Seal's big appeal is that she does really, really big damage if you get the right combos, but I haven't played her in a while, so I'm dropping it.
There's also a pretty unique thing with Nero in that he doesn't have a way to end air combos without air throw, and universally, like for the vast majority of characters, air throw is like just an okay ender. You don't really get great Oki with it. They can usually like press a button if you're going to like go for something like a bigger mix-up. He actually has a special move. The whatchamacallit, the cloud that you saw. That doesn't go away if he gets hit, but the A cloud goes behind them. So if you air tag and try to air dash out, you have to block the cloud. So it's like a really bit of like very unique Oki that only he really gets. This is Morgan.
Oh, I see the dash.
But he has no good defensive options.
Good lord. There's like 5 crouching lights and it left her like as close.
So, like most reversals in this game are like good enough to where you can't really just disrespect them, but they're also not like amazing, generally speaking.
Yeah, there's
with the exception of like Nania and Hime.
Yeah. Well, Hime's is actually pretty narrow, so it's also not great. Ah, my.
Good lord, it's not even hitting.
So that's like a little bit of dot damage, and I can't tag.
Ah, okay.
I've done that. Oh, I messed up.
Ah.
So yeah,
Wasn't so bad.
Alco is very much just the character that does whatever she wants and is really good at it. Like this 5B, it's imagine Karen like original season 1 stand MK but on crack. And there's no priority system, so you can't ever get a beaten out just for no reason.
But can you combo out of it at max range?
Yes.
Oh lord.
You can't combo out of it on like all whiff punishes or like on all like
Counter poke?
yeah, counter poke. But you can pretty much always combo out of it.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that damage.
So I was scared there because in max mode or in heat mode, he does actually have a reversal, which is last arc, which is the special super. Ah. Messed up. That's a very oh, so that's something in this game. You can OTG just in general, just like to tack on a bit of extra damage if they don't tech.
Right?
Some moves properly OTG though and let you combo after.
Big one is power seal DP.
Yeah, and like it's different depending on the character and how good or bad it is. But for Alka, you don't usually see it unless it's to kill, like I just tried to do there and messed up. I'm going to play a very bad Satsuki. So, Satsuki is quote-unquote the best grappler because she has command grabs, but she's just insanely good. She just has like a bunch of really good normals. And check those move names.
Good lord.
I love her move name so much.
Sachi's arm that dashes and swings in the air. Oh, she also has like one of the craziest anti-airs in the game. That super is like the entire animation. Oh, so Arc has a very unique dash in that if you're dashing into somebody, she'll just cross up.
Ooh.
And it's like pretty quick too. So you do have to actually like pay attention to it. But it does lose to rapid cancel blights.
That was the auto burst, right? Because max mode
Yes.
plus getting hit plus half moon.
Yes. If you're in max mode and half moon, it will auto burst.
I'm with it.
So one thing about Satsuki is that she's very infamous for dunk loops, but you don't do them in C moon and half moon. No, a reversal. What am I to do?
Man, I'm playing so bad and I'm sad about it.
Oh. Oh crap.
Is that an over missing? God,
I had to be on the other
combos.
side.
Literally almost everything that's happening looks like as an edit is being dropped. No offense to you guys, but I can't tell when combos start and end in this game.
Yeah. Like so the combo
What you-
counter starts right away. So like
What
if
you
you're
saw
really
was an
lost.
air throw being whiffed. I was too far for that ender. I should have
that's-
done the 2C ender.
Oh, that's a big mechanic. Because air throws are universal combo starters, if you whiff it in the air, you are completely vulnerable and in counter hit state until you hit the ground.
Good lord, good information.
I was just safe there because it was a drop combo and he still had to tech out.
I'm guessing you can tech air throws?
No.
Can you?
Oh lord.
No. You can tech gold air throws.
The
And a
Rollins.
gold air throw, yeah.
Man, what else do I play? I don't play a ton of characters. For me, a lot of these characters are like a bit too. They're not difficult. They have so much specific stuff that it's really hard to learn multiple characters. At least for me.
My character is lovingly known as the Onion Ring character.
Oh, I see it.
Oh yeah, I can interrupt that. I'm just bad.
I've seen someone with that exact move in another game. A circle that hits repeatedly while you're in it. Might have been Blast
Oh.
Blue.
God.
Might have been S from Blast Blue.
I have a question. I'm trying full Wara, and what does his quarter circle back do? Like
So
the,
when you're in
fog
that,
cloud.
when someone is in that, they can't tech. It's actually used for one of the most damaging meterless combos in the game. It does 8k damage meterless, but it is also one of the hardest combos of the whole game.
Right.
That kills a lot of shit.
So can I just use it for throw loop?
No, that tech is in air tech.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, throw teching. What's the window like, big or small? Can you reaction tech throws?
2 frames.
Oh, okay, so tiny.
Oh.
That was a really hard situation for him to get out of.
Yeah, but there are 4 seconds left anyway. Oof.
I can't actually combo there. It's a bit too long. Oh, whoopsie.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. Tono Ahika. Akiha.
There's also 3 of them. There's a Seppuku Akiha, normal Akiha, and then Vermilion Akiha. Okay. I need to start.
She must be from the same game as Tono Shiki.
Yeah.
I know exactly one thing about Shiki, and it's the name of the knife.
Yep.
I got told that last
Real
time I played
okay,
this game.
real okay. So, Aoko's thing is that she does one combo and then she has enough meter to always end in the air super, which gives her a hard knockdown into a free air orb.
So it builds its own bar.
Yeah. You basically just always accept that your very first combo of the game isn't going to be your best Oki combo. Oh.
So how much extra time do you get from a counter hit, or is it just extra damage?
In
You
the
get
air?
Tons of extra confirmed time on both air and ground.
Okay.
So yeah, in the air it's completely impeccable, but on the ground it's just like a lot of extra hits done. So right there I did a card cancel. There's not like any special UI for it, it's just 50 meter.
What's the input?
So it's a universal reversal if you just do quarter circle back D like in neutral, but it's also the same thing in block stun,
Okay.
and it's the same move too. Oh, also it's not very apparent, but during all of Aoka's combos, air combos that I'm doing, I'm actually doing the super jump air super jump forward, because she needs the extra height to be able to combo into her air super.
I see.
Like, see, that's techable, but he didn't, so I got to set up a free orb.
Oh, I looked like a delayed cancel for.
That was specifically just slow, because
Oh, it's just a very slow
that's
move.
that's the +3 on block version. Like, see there, I fucked up the super jump air forward.
I'm with it.
Oh, I got hit low trying to do my guard reversal.
We got a question from the chat. Does this game have nude mods? I'm gonna say probably no, since it's 2D.
I'm sure
I cannot
somewhere
even
somebody-
imagine the amount of work that would be required to do that.
Just for as long as this game has been out, I'd imagine somebody somewhere has done something.
Oh yes, Rule 34.
Yeah.
That's what they did. I figured it out. They saved themselves a lot of time and effort.
Oh, unlike a lot of anime games, there's no real run slide in this game. You can block instantly. It's just a like slightly deceiving animation because they just wanted to animate it.
That looked like a young command grab there.
I think that's a normal though, right, Rion?
No, that's her command grab.
Ah, did it thoroughly.
Ah,
So, one of the reasons why Alco is top tier is that she just has all the options, you know, and zoning is one of them.
the version of Akiha I was playing is technically her worst version, but none of them are really bad. They're all alright.
That's what Goichi plays when he feels like not playing top tier.
No, he plays Full Moon Saifuku.
Yeah.
And this character is actually dumb.
She's
She has an infinite. She has a slightly impractical infinite.
So, my character is, what if you gave a character that was already really good flight, and then you could cancel the flight into like specials and stuff. It does take meter, so it's not like free.
This character has a no tell unblockable, the one I'm playing. It's that kick.
oh lord.
Oh, also I can cancel this pillar on whiff into flight. Ah, I missed the combo.
Good lord. It's like Rachel levels of flight here. It's appearing off the top of the screen. How you can run the clock like that.
You absolutely can. But you pretty much have to air tag to get that high.
Time's not going down super fast. If this is like a real high-level match with people who are super pros with their characters, will there still be time overs?
Usually not.
Occasionally. It depends on the characters on the screen.
Street Fighter has time overs pretty much never ever. Especially Third Strike. Yeah, you know how there's
Why
like
did I pick those
a
characters?
online edition has like little facts, you know, as you play. Little keeps track of various things. I played online edition for like 3 years, right? And I got 5 time overs. In like the grand time, and like that was a lot of games in 3 years. I had like thousands and thousands of matches. Time overs don't happen in that game. I think some of the ones I had were like me waiting for the other guy to get back.
Ah, I'm almost getting those combos.
Remind me to never pick a character I've never played him again. Ugh. That wasn't even the moon I thought it was.
I'm mostly just picking characters I at least know a little bit, because it's pretty hard to pick up and play most characters in this game, just because there's at least a little bit of like specific knowledge you need to know.
This character would be good if he had any damage and didn't take double damage.
So yeah, there are 2 joke characters in this game, and
It's the
Chaos
cats, right?
Neko, yeah, both cats.
There's one that's like a cat plus a maid. Isn't
She's
there?
real. She's real.
Yeah.
What's up with the twin characters? We got some ice climber shit going on, or do they tag?
Yeah, you literally control 2 characters.
Good lord.
What moon do I pick for Rice Pipe?
Isn't it full moon?
Full or half, they're both good.
Alright. This game has so many color palettes.
I know, it's nice.
Oh, I messed up.
So is this fucking cat from an actual video game?
I don't think he's in any of the other stuff.
Is that knife of a hitbox on the way back? You're actually leaving
No.
the knife there, it's like Milia.
Yep, it is very good too, so it's definitely something you try to use effectively.
I wish the Nekos didn't take double damage so much.
Oh, so she actually has like one of the cooler reversals in the game in her EX knife toss, because it's not actually invincible, it's just 2 frames, but it's active immediately, even if she gets hit.
It's like a Aegis Reflector kind of reversal.
Yeah. She doesn't have to go through an animation to pick up the knife on all the moons, but full moon she does. It does take a little bit, but it's still really good for pressure and full moon, because since you can't reverse beat anyway.
Doing some hits and then picking up the knife can recover faster than the hits normally.
Yes.
Good lord.
Especially in full moon where you can't reverse beat,
Yeah,
but
I'm with it.
in the other it's not so much.
That's funny.
So there's one of the weaknesses of the guard bunker. It's called the guard cancel. It's not really invincible.
Is that a Rekka or just like a...
Oh, it's a Rekka, yeah. It's definitely a Rekka. Oh, she can also, if she just intersects the knife when it's in the air, she automatically picks it up.
Ooh.
Like I tried to right there, but I was a bit too far away. Oh, she also has a unique air tech. She just does an attack if she does a DP while teching.
Got that little cigarette.
Dang it!
I'm too short for that.
I think it still hits you, it's just, I was dead. Oh, I didn't know I could parry that. My command parry. Oh yeah, she has a normal overhead that's pretty good, but it's really short range.
Everything looks short range, except the specials.
Oh, she has some long range stuff. It's just because it's full moon, she doesn't really use them in the same ways.
I'm bothered that worked.
No. Oh well.
One thing this cat has is really quick, like, resets that are hard to see. In the corner, when I do that head slam, I can land on one side, and based on what direction I press, I will teleport to either side.
Yeah,
Just
a lot of
based-
characters do have very, very good Oki in this game. And there's like basically no cross-up protection, so any cross-up is like a real deal thing you have to deal with.
I figured out what you're supposed to do with H-Moon, Neko Neck.
Zone and Cry?
No, her 5B cancels only into 6C. But it allows you to do some weird stuff.
Yeah.
And also, Drop a Cat apparently builds me 75 meter, which is a lot.
I tried.
Good lord, these normals.
Oh, that one was it. In front of me. Like I wanted to.
Oh my god. You can hit the cat.
Oh yeah, the cat's mega annoying.
So if you hit the cat and the cat hits the opponent, is that like a thing? That's how that works?
Yes, that's how this character is good.
Alright, the
Oh.
cat's off screen. What does that mean? Can you move the cat to you?
Oh, the cat moves automatically. The cat, like that was the cat shooting
Just
me.
follows you around.
Yeah, that was the cat shooting, yeah. The cat lasers still come out.
Oh my god. Fired one. This is the strangest doll character I've ever seen. It's not even like a doll character. It's more like Nakaruru.
Oh, crap.
Oh my god, it's dancing. Does Arcwade know that cat exists?
That just builds meter. Technically, that cat is Arc turned into a cat. And Neko Arc Chaos is Nero turned into a cat.
I'm with it. Yeah, this is Nakaruru.
No! I'm out of here. I have the best DP in the game.
Oh god, don't come back.
Oh, I actually just wanted to hit the cat there.
This character looks fun, actually.
Neko Mech?
Yeah.
She is.
Oh, by the way, when you hit the cat, there's not shit you can do about that. That thing is active.
Yeah, I think the Jump C version of hitting the cat is active for a total of 35 frames.
Lord.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just can't hit the cat. Like once it's like a projectile, you can't clash it, you can't hit it with your own projectile. It's just gonna wreck your world. And if you happen to like try to challenge it in the air and you get counter hit, full combo. Alright, now I have the right Shiki though. Or I think I do. I picked the wrong one. Whoopsie. Oh.
The dev team was making this game and they were just like, what's a good idea for a character? How about a robot that attacks a cat with chainsaws and drills in addition to attacking the opponent? That was their plan.
Ah.
Damn, she's just dead. What's up? So she needs to be respawned or something?
I think that's just like a fluff animation when I hit her, and she's not in command yet.
Ah, I see.
That happens if I haven't done an offensive action during a certain amount of time. Classic.
So you see how Shiki's DP has 3 hits?
Yeah.
It's completely invul until the end of that 3rd hit. Oh, it's also air unblockable,
That's pretty good.
and it's very good.
Are specials into super a thing at all in this game?
Yes.
Can you cancel the DP early into
Yes.
a super? Good lord.
That's
Yes.
actually real. It's a bit hard because it's DP input into core circle forward input, but it's safe if you do that. Also, if you do a very special input, which is just do down before you hit the super input, you can also do it on whiff.
The special move into EX special work, or does it have to be like an actual super?
Well, your EX specials are your supers, so
So it's no actual difference?
yeah. You
Alright,
have
cool.
some moves that are only supers, like down at the bottom you see that core circle forward,
Yeah.
or have to back, see.
Want to buy a DP.
This guy's corner pressure looks mega good.
There's
all
mostly
the
my
all
character
the-
has no defensive options.
Yeah, all the versions of Shiki are all about the pressure. That's or Nania, I should say. It's literally just like the pressure and the Oki. Like Crescent Moon legitimately has 6-way mix-ups.
My only hope in the corner there was for a parry, but I was not confident in one at any point.
And then Full Moon Shiki is affectionately known as Dive Kick. Dive Kick Moon. Because he has a dive kick. And it's very good.
Is this the defensive lane?
No. This is Jump 2C.
Alright, I'm with. I remember looking
yes.
at both lanes at one point and thinking one was kind of more trap heavy and one was kind of more...
This character has the most disgusting normal in the entire game.
Some kind of zero
actually,
jump C.
I just realized something. I did pick Full Moon last time. The game kind of dicked on me. Because I picked Full Moon this time and I got Half Moon again. I don't know what's going on with that.
She blocks with fucking Neko Arc. I watched some arcade footage of this character being played. Len. A lot of that moves like a ice triangle, that thing. I remember it worked into and out of. You could combo into and out of it, that is. The bells.
Oh, so her air throw, because she like tosses it up, you very situationally get like unique multi-air throw combos.
I've definitely heard this song before. What is this? This is like a famous song. This is like some actual fucking music right here. You know Mega Man Legends? Remember that game had like a box song in it. It was just, you know, like not owned anymore. What do you call that? I don't want to call it open source, but you know what I mean. Or not open source. What do you call that?
Creative
Royalty
Commons.
free.
Yes. That. Both of those. Creative Commons. Public domain. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for public domain. I've definitely heard this song outside the context of this game.
Well, this song is, in fact, just a Melty Blood song, so...
It might be aping like a common song. Or a famous song. I think I'll take my float flames, thank you very much. Oh, you hit me.
Oh my god. Straight to space.
Get the cat out of here. I don't even know. Oh god! I didn't know I put my hitbox that far up.
Yeah, so when I do cortical back any button, it throws a random cat, and the cats do different things.
Oh, the combo. I'm sure that could have been much better. It's like a birdie can right there.
No. Real reversal.
You have like 3 of those?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would play Dive Kick Mania, but the game doesn't want me to, so.
Yeah, that's a known bug with the Steam version. Sometimes it just gives you the wrong moon because it hates you. And no one knows why.
Let's see. I think it was...
So this is frequently called the easiest character in the game.
She's also not so hot in terms of damage, or in terms of gear.
Her corner pressure sure is something though.
Is that a string base?
It's a shield with a pile bunker on it.
But it's a
Shaped
cello.
like a cello.
Yeah.
Make a whole fighting game that's just characters and musical instruments attacking each other.
Raph, who do you main?
I don't main shit.
Oh.
Beth, do you have the caster? Yeah.
No, but I could get it probably pretty fast.
Alright. If you do that, we can try playing
Right on.
day one.
I'll probably lab and at least find my special moves, but that's probably as far as I'll go. I'll probably have a list in my head of fucking what I can actually do.
Alright.
I'm guessing these lists on the side are not composite lists of everything.
No. It's
They're
not.
often pretty close though.
So the online for this is like cancer without that, huh?
It's alright. It's not amazing, but it's not as good as the caster, because it's, I mean, the caster is just good rollback. So my character's basically all about, like, having really bullshit normals.
And my character has no movement speed, so this is suffering.
Like, that's, like, doing this into 5A on block is just, like, insanely plus.
I'm looking at that name, man. Yeez, Bife, Stride, Bird. That's like if you ask a Japanese person what European names are like. It's like, hey Japanese guy, what's a German name? They say that. Probably what actually happened.
It's probably like even more retarded when you hear the accent on it. Imagine seeing that in katakana.
Lord. That'd probably make it easier to pronounce.
She's popularly referred to by the community as Fry's Beef.
I can see why. God, I haven't eaten today. Why'd you say that? Night shift sucks, man. I got off work at midnight. You know what's open at midnight? Denny's, IHOP,
No.
McDonald's, and Taco Bell. That's it.
There's nothing open here at midnight.
Don't tell me wherever you live doesn't have a fucking Taco Bell.
Okay, they may be open at midnight, but then they like close at like fucking 12:30, so that kind of thing is retarded. And the Taco Bell here is
I'm so desperate in this
actually,
matchup.
Diarrhea on a burrito.
Alright,
Let's talk about in general.
I'm gonna go back to playing characters that I actually play.
Yeah, make the matches good. I don't give a fuck. I've seen enough
Alright.
characters now. Just play and have fun. Play well and have fun. Excuse me.
Although I've learned recently that people call my version of Roa that I play the worst character. Like, actual low tier, which confuses me. Because he's clearly not.
So, C-Roa is the best character in the game. He can do anything, but he's Basically, imagine everyone else is sort of like playing like a Marth or a Sheik. He's playing Fox.
Oh, I see.
If it's Crescent Roa, so like he can do everything, but it's hell on the hands.
That's Fox. I've seen that exact normal in like KOF. That Roa jump heavy or whatever it is. Is it Iori jump C? I think. Yeah, I think it is. Damn, that looks pretty good. That armor.
It's all right. It slows him down so much.
Looks pretty good if you're already next to them when you activate them.
Oh yeah, it's good because it does actually have a hit on it. It's just not very big.
So what do? Do you grab him? Do you run the fuck away when that armor happens?
You try to hit him because like, why do it if you're not going to use it?
No, I mean like if the opponent activates the armor.
Oh, pretty much go away from him just because his neutral's bad anyway. So why not? And it only lasts like maybe
Like a
2
second,
seconds
right?
at most.
As Roa, I want to cancel into my DP.
Oh yeah, B-Rekka does have the armor on startup, but not like a huge window.
It's like Neskio.
Yeah. Oh.
Is that the unblockable? Reset
Yeah.
to unblockable.
Ah. I tried to get under him. To come
Roa's charge jump C is one of the best jump-ins in this whole game.
Looks good. It's pretty good damage. From what I've seen of like people playing this game at Japanese arcades, most of the combos, when completed, seem to do like between 3.5 and 5k.
Yeah, Full Moon, because they don't have reverse speed, generally do more damage though.
Reverse speed adds scaling or something? Or just adds light normals?
It does add a
Well-
bit of scaling, but also just Full Moon has more damage on moves generally.
Okay.
Full moon characters just do more damage.
What was I
Like-
gonna say?
Yeah, like full moon Roa deals 4,500 just for a basic meterless B&B, and that's a lot.
Oh, this is really weird. In this game, adding more lights doesn't really reduce damage.
Oh, okay.
Although often it makes certain combo routes impossible.
Yeah.
Even starting with lights.
Oh, yeah. Like, you'll get, like, depending on the exact situation, you'll get less damage just because it's less damage. But the scaling in the game kind of just says, do whatever you want. That's why with, like, with specifically my Alco, doing, like, 6 lights totally increases damage than not doing 6 lights.
On full moon red, you never want to do more than one light because it just makes all of your combo routes impossible.
Oopsie. the most hidden of overheads.
So they build meter pretty fast. What is going on?
This is unblockable,
Oh, I'm with it. I
but
see
it doesn't do that much damage.
But is it a guaranteed round ender?
Sometimes it is, if you don't hit her.
Oh, it cancels if you get hit.
I believe so.
Is there any way to combo into Siwara's Air 2C?
You can, but you generally want to end with air throw with Wara.
That's because he's like neutral with the character.
Yeah.
Alright.
Also, it's just that's its ender. Not every character has a like air ender that's particularly special. Like Ryoki has an air throw that like puts her on the ground next to the opponent. All the Scions can cancel their air throw basically immediately, so they just do their dive kick after air throw.
He does seem to have like fun set play with his shadows,
Yeah, the shadows are good for that.
but I can't find a way to get to go into it without sacrificing a ton of damage and with 2C.
Whoopsie. See, like right there, Bath, that was a max range 5B.
Yeah, I saw it. I was about to make that same comment.
It's because her 2C just moves her forward.
I've got a 4.1k for a meterless combo. Is that any good?
Yeah, it's fine.
I need to stick to H Red Arc. I practice Full Moon, but it's hard to actually confirm her. You need to do one-hit confirms a lot of the time.
Alco does not have that problem.
Yeah, the Red Arcs in general are kind of combo movie characters. They're hard to make practical in real matches.
Yeah.
If you tack on a super to the end of it's 4.6k with a hard knockdown.
That should be fine. I mean, it's just about... Usually spinning meter is more about the neutral application or what it gives you that, like, your other stuff doesn't. It's not usually that much about damage. Oh god.
Good lord. That looks pretty good.
Those are air unblockable, so I have to shield them when I'm landing on them.
Is this Red Arc's best moon?
The thing about Red Arc is every moon plays extremely different. So it's hard to say. You're basically getting a different character for each moon.
like it.
I'm just like, well, I think he's hitting this thing over there. I guess I'll take my meter. Oh crap. Tried to dash jump, did not have enough time.
Damn, Cricky says he doesn't like anyone in this game aesthetically, yet he played Firebrand. I struggle to think of a more annoying character. This is a game that's like 80% cute girls.
You should just play the cat.
Wara's got some serious Jetta vibes. So there's that.
I really like H-Red Arc. It's like the most fun zoner to play. Because it's Melty, they're allowed to just make her zoning tools just absolutely incredible. Because offensive tools are just as incredible. And it just leads to a really fun zoning character.
I'm going to try and play this character well, and probably fail.
I think he actually loses this matchup.
Well, one thing is that I'm definitely not going to do the combo correctly. It's main combo.
Is that a keyboard I hear, end quote? I don't think so.
I think that's just my pad being close to the microphone.
I think it's Abu playing on.
I bet this is top 5
Nintendo controller.
top 5 fighting games that people play on keyboard.
Oopsie.
One of my earliest memories of fighting games was reading like a discussion on like Gamifiques or something. I don't remember where the fuck it was, but it was on the internet. I think it was on YouTube comments of people talking about execution tips while playing on keyboard, playing Immaterial and Missing Power. I remember thinking to myself, what the fuck is this? I wonder if people still play that game.
What game?
Immaterial and Missing Power. It's one of the Toho fighting games. It's the bad one.
I've never even heard of it. I can see why that game in particular would attract keyboard
That
players.
one, probably not.
I think there's like 3 Toho fighting games now. I don't actually know that.
Ah,
I only know about the good one, which is 13. 13.4, I think. And it is a pretty fun fighting game.
Wins math, learns Clay Fighter.
Never ever. I played Clay Fighter once. I picked the Blob. That might have been his name. I don't remember what his name was, but it might have just been the Blob.
I love how there's like that meme video of the Third Strike parry shit, but it's like the clown.
Is
in
that the
Clay
game
Fighter.
with Booger Man?
I'd be surprised if Boogerman was ever in any video game other than Boogerman. I used to rent that from Blockbuster.
Burger Man was such a shit game.
It was too. There were a lot of like really shitty platformers back then that I played. You ever play Plock? It's like a game
You
with
always bring up Flock.
Plock is a good example of a Blockbuster game. It's like the quintessential Blockbuster game. It's the kind of game most people would never buy, and yet most people have somehow played. Boogerman was really in 63 and a third. I know with Clay Fighter, there is a Blockbuster-only version of the game that was used for like demos, like for Blockbuster machines. I think it's called Director's Edition or something like that. Clay Fighter 63 and a third Director's Cut, and it's considered to be one of the rarest N64 games. So it's one of the most expensive.
Thankfully, you can emulate it. So
yeah, this is kind of funny. Like that's that's one of the rarest ever N64 games. I have Bomberman Second Attack. That's one of the rarest N64 games. Yo, my local Blockbuster in fucking Mississippi. My local Blockbuster had a Japanese copy of Mischief Makers.
what?
That game is best experienced in Japanese. Also, the Japanese cover is 10 out of 10. It's just Marina Lightyear's holding up every single character. I found out recently there's a, I don't know how to call it, like a, Naruto Shippuden style fighting game on N64 featuring Marina. I forget the name of it.
Touch with R. Good combo.
I think the N64 probably had the worst fighting games ever.
Oh, it's gotta be up there. You had Mortal Kombat Trilogy. The worst version of it.
There's that, but then there's also like other shit that's I can't even remember the name of them. Yeah, I know there's that one that's like a Super Sentai looking thing, and it's just fucking trash. And like every character looks like there's some rip-off Power Rangers thing.
I don't actually know what you're talking about, and I'm pretty good with N64 games.
God, I have to look it up. Hold on.
Japanese?
No, I think it was released in the United States. Shit, hold on.
Guys, what about balls?
I probably have it in my wrong list.
3D Balls?
Yeah.
No,
That was Super Nintendo.
yeah.
That's a good fighting game.
Technically the first 3D fighting game.
What a nice claim to fame.
Yeah. Not the one that people care about, but...
Was that on SNES?
Or
Yeah,
at least
3D
for
Balls was
console,
Super
for
Nintendo.
sure, yeah.
I thought it was on PS1.
It might have been. I don't want to say it was Super Nintendo exclusive. There weren't that many games that were Super Nintendo and PS1 though. I can't think of one.
Might have been like a second one.
I used to play a lot of UMK3 on SNES, and I found out recently the aspect ratio of that game was fucked on Super Nintendo, so it like doesn't play properly. It was a good game though. UMK3 is one of my all-time favorite fighting games, to be honest.
Oh, it was Dual Heroes, is the thing I'm thinking of.
Still haven't heard of it. Oh.
If you look at it in Google Images, it's fucking trash. It's so bad.
I feel like a good fighting game can be pretty fun. I'm sure we can all agree. But I feel like a bad fighting game is maybe one of the worst genres to be bad. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Like fighting games can have the lowest quality of almost any genre.
That's so true. Technically, you could say that Fighter Maker is by far the lowest quality because it's just, as shitty as you want to make it.
Is that like Mugen or?
Fighter Maker 2 actually has one of my favorite fighting games built on it.
What is it? You can't just say that.
Wonderful World.
Okay, I haven't heard
Oh
of
my
that.
god, this shit again.
It's a fantastic game, and I will not let anyone tell me otherwise.
I wonder how many full games, actual complete things have been made on Fighter Maker or Fighter Maker 2. There's probably somebody who spent 300 hours or more for each character and made it really stick.
I played a lot of good RPG Maker games as a kid, and I distinctly remember like RPG Maker games on consoles. Like there was like a PS1 game called RPG Maker, and it's like, who the fuck has ever made a big game for this? You can't like release this or anything. You can't put this on the internet.
There's I think one of the earliest ones was on Super Nintendo.
I mean that's fun, lets you be creative, but at the same time, holy shit.
Mario
Wonderful
Paint.
World was a game for Kusto Cup, but the spectating didn't work. But the game was so fun that everyone who signed up ended up playing it for a while anyway.
Nice. It's a good success story right there.
Except me, who can't stand working on it, like making
On a
anything work that
caster,
is slightly
yeah.
complicated.
Technically, Sonic Soul, there is room for one more, I think. Yeah, Smash 64 is a game. It's a fighting game on the N64. It might be the best one.
No, it's the worst one.
Smash 64 is good.
I don't think anything can beat Dual Heroes on N64.
Smash
Besides maybe
64
Fighter's Destiny.
is fine as long as you never get hit by an up
believe you're
tilt.
missing something. The Masters of Terraskasi exists.
Is that on N64? I know it's on PS1.
Yes. I think.
Wow, you sounded so sure. I mean, that game looks Kuso as fuck, but I've never played it.
Oh my god, yeah. It's a fucking Star Wars fighting game? What?
Oh yeah, that.
I feel like Star Wars has had a lot of, like, 7 out of 10 games. But rarely does it go higher than that.
I remember that game
Already said-
really had to reach to find characters.
I'm kind of surprised a lot of movie games don't get made. Like certain movies that would be excellent games, but they just don't get made.
The only movie game I've really been blown away by was probably GoldenEye.
Well, I mean, like, for the time it was ridiculous. I mean, it still is really good.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's amazing. I guess Batman on NES is a movie game, and it's good.
Man,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
3-0 your main character, and now I'm struggling against your brand new character.
How about the Home
Heroes
Improvement
Melty.
fighting game? You guys know about that?
What?
That's a real game, isn't it? Isn't there a Home Improvement fighting game? I think there is.
There is not, but there is a Home Improvement.
I remember the
platform.
Home Improvement Mugen game.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Family Feud fighting, or not Family Feud. What do you call that? What's the
Full
fucking
House.
Full House? Yeah,
Yeah,
That's it.
that is. Yeah, that's not real.
that's not real. Shit. All right, what's real?
It's like it was a joke from an AVGN bit.
Oh man.
Someone made it. I think someone made it slightly more real, but it's not actually real.
That Nemesis Super.
Yeah, it's pretty good against people who don't know how to shield it. That's about it.
I played
Actually
against
gonna get
Nero
the,
so
caster
infrequently that
version
I am
yet.
terrible at shielding it.
I didn't hear that question.
You gonna get the caster
I will
that we
eventually.
can throw down.
Does anyone know the status of that? Oh, what's it called? Shaq Fu. The new Shaq Fu
It's
game.
coming out. It exists, and it's a beat 'em up, and it will come out sometime, maybe this year, maybe next year.
Oh well, it's the beat 'em up I sleep. I want a fighting game.
I'm kind of like surprised it's still been like people consider it existing still. 'Cause it's taken forever.
Shaq Fu, I'm pretty sure that it was never played at any point. I'm pretty sure that no one in the development team tried playing it.
Probably not. No.
Are you kidding me? Why would you play something shit? That being said, when is Shaq Fu at Evo?
I tried.
When's Dong Dong Never Die at E?
You know what? They took out the wrong game. Instead of Marvel, they should have taken out Blaze.
I genuinely think that they should have one or two retro games every Evo, and they should just have like a, I don't know, maybe necessarily a
didn't,
community vote, but
Sonic
like
fall in the
like an old game spotlight.
multi lobby, or did he want in the voice chat? I don't remember.
I think the Melty lobby.
Oh, well, I don't have him on Steam.
Shit.
I'm gonna go back to H-Red Arc. I love H-Red Arc.
I think GoldenEye is probably the best game that's been made from a movie that had like exceeded the concept. But then there's like certain movies that have extremely cool concepts for a game and then they don't get made.
Yeah, I agree. What's up with the Matrix games? I feel like Matrix should have a great game. Into the
Path of
Matrix
Neo
is
was
kind of
pretty
cool.
solid.
There's one good one and a bunch of bad ones, if I remember correctly.
think
I
the
remember
only
being
one I-
blown away by Into the Matrix when I was a kid. And then I played it more recently and it's like, wow, this is really shitty. And I can't tell if it's just because I was too enamored by the concept as a kid or if it's just because it's been done 1,000 times better by other video games now. Probably both.
I remember Johnny did a review on it. He said basically like, "Oh my god, this game is fucking shit. Why would you play this?"
A good speed racer in the movie game. That is a good question. I mean, it could have been like F-Zero, but like more retarded.
Yeah, we know the rules, right? If it's a bad game, it's a good movie and vice versa. Oh, look, it canceled.
There was the Matrix MMO for a while there.
Was that
So-
MMO?
Yes, there was an MMO for Matrix.
So when I'm hitting with the one hit jump B, this move, I'm not actually dropping the combo. I'm hitting the second hit, which makes it uncancelable for no reason. Like, I don't understand why it's like that, but just for whatever reason, if you only hit the second hit, you can't cancel it.
Len has a million buttons like that, and it's really annoying.
I need to get back into trying Melty Blood one day because I want to play Narrow Chaos.
That is who I'm playing now.
Well, there's a Nero on screen right now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Is like I love his buttons. They're amazing. That being said, I cannot fathom how you play this fucking anime shit stuff.
Melty Blood feels really weird compared to like other anime games in terms of like the way it flows.
Yeah, I know. I used to play this with like one of my internet friends, like maybe about a year and a half ago, no, 2 years ago at this point. Well, more like I picked it up and I was like fucking around in the training mode. I just looked down and was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, like the combos are more awkward than you would think.
Like this game is way weirder in match than it is in training mode. By the way, is the Rhino crotch safe?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to hear. By the way, Crookie is right in that most of the characters in this game do not appeal to me, like aesthetically at all. It's like, okay, I see this girl all the time in anime.
It's like the 90s like clamp style type shit almost.
No, it's not that. It's like 2009 Moe Blob bullshit.
What? Definitely does not seem like that to me. It's
I've
very
seen more
90s.
blobs in my time, and these ones are not sufficiently mine.
Have you ever seen Aho Girl or any of those, or any of the generic ass harem animes or love animes? It's that.
There is a lot of people in here.
Like Clamp is
Power
a
of poverty.
that style, and I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think it has to do with all their clothes and their like style and everything. It's way too 90s to do that.
Yeah, I'd have to agree there. Like that part is definitely Clamp, but everything else isn't. Like the proportions definitely aren't Clamp. But then again, what
yeah,
can
no.
be? Like the most hilarious thing is like the Clamp fan fiction of JoJo, where it's just like, wait, you can't do this.
Are you talking about the one
Morgan
where
Woman.
Jotaro and Kakyoin have like a kid or whatever with like a fucking egg or something.
And we don't. Okay, we don't go any further than mentioning that exists because it is too cursed to mention on stream. It is cursed.
Legal?
I think there was actually there's like some canon shit to that, which is really funny.
There's nothing canon about it.
I
Because
think
because
it's
like
not. It's not supposed to be canon. I'm saying
Oh,
like
man.
Araki like made a joke about like certain things like could potentially be canon in like some other universe or some shit. It's funny.
Well,
I
well.
don't remember what it was.
I don't know this matchup.
A Cloud is pretty good.
Araki seems like a pretty weird guy.
Yes.
Maybe bizarre, even.
No,
Wish
I
we
don't,
had
I don't
someone
believe
else
so.
to.
yeah,
What's
Eric is a
that?
bit weird, just slightly.
You can't be a normal guy and make like half the fucking mangas that have gotten successful.
I mean, you can like if
Drew
you
an
look
image
at
of himself caressing Rohan.
Yeah. I think the one thing I don't like about his stand choices is like a large majority of them have battle usage compared to like just not being able to use in combat like at all.
He's been really on or off about that depending on what part. Like 5, literally every stand is a battle stand, or 3. But then you have stands in part like 7 and 8 especially.
Even
Except
the
like part
literal
4
fishing
stands, some of
rod.
them are like, okay, what do you how do you use this in a fight? And then you get the lock, and it's just like, oh, that's how you use a shitty stand like that in a fight.
Part 7, almost none of the stands were offensive.
And I still need to read part 7, but let me
Shit,
get
dude,
through 5 and
it's
6
like the
first.
best one.
Like I
Yeah.
said, let me get through 5 and 6 first.
It's the longest one.
Literal rope stand.
And I'm pretty sure that 8 is starting to wrap up, right?
Hard
Is
to
that like the
say.
2/3 mark or something?
I don't even know if 8 has a villain yet. There's a lot of things
is it
that
still,
have been
it's still
revealed.
at the part where no one knows if there's even a villain yet.
Yeah.
I think that one dude that had the stand that fucking melts people or whatever, that was like the most fucked up stand I've ever seen.
Oh,
Rat.
the one that removes your bones or whatever.
Or
Yeah,
no, it like
Rat
turns
in,
you to liquid.
part 4.
Yeah, yeah. That's I forget his name.
No, in part 8, yeah.
Yeah, he's oh my god.
I
don't
still
know.
haven't finished part 8.
I thought he would be the main villain. It like started building him up like it. And it's like no.
Don't forget, there was Red Hot Chili Peppers before Kira in part 4. Wait, technically Kira was a spoiler. Oh shit.
You
There is,
ruined
like,
everything.
just a dude.
Like there are entire like it's interesting how like there's an entire character arc where if you start mentioning it in part 4, it's just okay. You can't even talk about it because it's a spoiler. That entire walking spoiler really intrigues me.
Part 4 is so whatever.
I like it. It's comfy.
I mean, like, it's like like the characterization's good, but it's just like the way the plot moves is so fucking awkward.
No, I find it
No.
funny. It's because like the stakes are so low. They're like comically low compared to 3 or like 2 or 1.
You're going to
Yeah.
you're going to use your stand to get these coupons so we can rip shit off. You
Yeah.
can transform into shit, perfect. I'm going to use it to rip off this dude who can kill me in a second. I have to win this rock paper scissors match or I'm going to lose my soul.
That's part of the humor of it, is
Fucking
that
great.
Rohan does like 10 times as much work to actually fucking resolve the part that Josuke does. Rohan's like the actual, well I shouldn't say he's the actual protag, but he's like, you know, he's actually
the
got a
dude
goal.
Agnes.
I've always wondered why didn't they just use fucking Highway Star to find Kira.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Why
didn't they use,
definitely could track
Joseph?
him down. Well, they already tried using Joseph, I think, and he like couldn't.
Alright, the world's fattest plot hole. They get the button for that suit. Why didn't they just get
Oh,
the button back
yeah,
onto the
yeah.
suit?
They could have done that.
Yeah.
No, maybe it just didn't occur to anyone.
so dumb. Like, fucking, he does that so many times in the anime, like, in the manga and everything. It's like, dude, you fucking can just, like, go fix it and, like, it'll come to your fucking, oh my god.
It's like how Okuyasu cannot think of how to use his stand smart.
That's
Because
canon.
if it were on a smart person, then it'd be literally the most busted shit ever.
It's a better cream.
Because he can see.
And because you can aim it better.
There's so many instances where he could have used, like, the vacuum shit to, like, either, like, pull himself towards somebody or pull somebody towards him.
Yeah, that teleport shit is just like, alright, I can now teleport through time and space. Fuck you.
Every time he used it intelligently, it backfired.
Yeah, which is
Man.
just, like, pure bad luck.
I need to play. different
So,
character.
the downside to the super cloud is that if you hit me, it actually goes away.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it pretty much does what the other two clouds do by itself, but it just if you hit them, you can't rely on it. It's not the safety
It's
net.
just pretty hard to do that.
Wait, can you cancel out of his crouching C or whatever that thing is, where it's like the big thing just comes out of his back? Or is that crouching B?
You can cancel out both of them.
Oh, okay.
It's anime, you can cancel everything.
I'm trying to think. I think everything.
Cancel out of the middle of your instant death in order to continue your infinite.
I'm pretty sure all of Full Moon Nero's normals are special cancelable.
There's a couple of moves I know that aren't special cancelable. But then again, I haven't played this game in like 2 years, so I wouldn't know. Is Valdemjong or whatever his name is he any good?
Who?
Bruh.
Well,
Yeah.
how does he play like?
His moves play pretty differently. But C like pretty much shows everything at the expense of your hands.
Like, do you need hands, though?
I mean, you might need hands for something.
Imagine the first
He's like
VR
one of
fighting
their
game.
two characters.
Oh god, VR fighting game.
That's just
Isn't
gonna
the-
exist.
Wasn't there like a Dragon Ball Connect game?
Yes,
probably.
One day I'll
Probably
get that
was.
timing right. One day.
I'll
There's,
keep doing it until you get the timing right.
There's the stupid thing for Ultra Street Fighter 2 that has, like, the fucking first-person shit.
Oh yeah.
I forgot that
with Ryu
existed.
and everything. Yeah, it's retarded. It's like you just do Hadoukens. That's
Dude,
pretty much
imagine
it.
how lit it's gonna be when you can put on your VR headset and pick up your VR sword and get into sword fights with people through the internet. In real
Yeah, and
time.
then people are gonna be doing like crazy shit, and then you're just gonna be like doing actual swordplay and fucking stabbing them in the face like constantly.
I'm so ready for that. I want Red Steel. Red Steel fighting game.
You have to specify that you want Red Steel or Red Steel 2.
I don't know. I only played
Red
one.
Steel 2 is the better one. Because it has samurai cowboys and that's badass.
Have you guys ever played Kengo on the PS2?
No.
It's like, it's supposed to be like, a spiritual sequel to like Bushido Blade, but it's not like open 3D. I mean, it's still 3D, but it's more like 2D, like Tekken almost. But holy shit, like that game is fucking stupid in terms of like sword combat. Because it has like actual, like, just straight up instant kills, where you just fucking slice a guy once and he dies.
But Bushido Blade was full of instant kills, right?
Yeah, it was just like...
Yeah,
if you
but
get
I'm
hit
just saying it
twice,
happened a
you-
lot more often than Bushido Blade. And another thing that I like to do was, you could, like, cut a dude a certain amount or a certain way, and then he would fucking start bleeding. And then you can just start, like, you can run away from the computer, and then eventually the computer would, like, start sprinting at you and just roll over and die.
You mean like real life? That's how you win elections. You realize you just stab your opponent and you run away from them until and then you say, "Hey, since there's no other candidates, I win." This is
Yeah.
how you use Russia.
Yeah.
Up until Putin realized he could have other people do it for him.
I think the coolest thing about Kingo was the fact that like the training shit was actually like you had to go out in a bamboo field and shit and like cut down bamboo at certain speeds with like precision. And there was like a timing thing with candles and shit.
Has anyone here actually? I was thinking about that. Has anyone here played Pokken Tournament?
I haven't yet.
No.
It looks good.
I main Arpika.
Luchador.
Yep. She has a bunch of really good shit. Like she has really long range grabs for like how small she is.
Oh, she
I feel
has
like I have to
grabs.
play Raw in this
Someone
one.
told me that
RP
Machamp was
does.
like the only grappler.
No. What?
Does Sonicle still on in, or did he disappear?
I don't have him on brand list, so I can't.
Yeah, neither of us do.
I think
I
the
suppose Bath
other
could
actual
invite
guy
him.
was,
Let me give
Yeah,
it.
Bath
Let me
has him?
see. Hold on.
You gotta hit start.
Yeah, hold on.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was playing
Sonic Soul's not even
Uh,
online.
I
Well,
was playing. I don't know the name because I'm not into Pokemon, but I was playing the Penguin, and I realized he has a lot of Cervantes moves.
The Penguin.
yeah,
yeah.
they recycle a lot of stuff.
Napoleon's a
from both.
Penguin,
Napoleon?
but
Yeah, Empoleon, that's who it was.
shit, I didn't know he was in the game.
Yeah,
Neither
he's in
did I.
that DX. Or
Yeah, he's
the-
new.
the-
God, he's my
Special
favorite
Symbol.
starter.
They added Krogunk for no fucking reason, even though he was an assist.
Why'd they get Krogunk? Why didn't they get
Why didn't
Toxicroak?
they
I want
add
the big one.
Heracross? God damn it! Heracross is a great Pokemon.
Dude, you know who I wanted? I was like really. I didn't think it would happen, but I really wanted it. It was fucking Poliwrath. I want an angry ass frog.
Dude, Poliwrath, or think about it, Poliwrath, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan.
Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan should both be in the game.
Imagine if Primate was in that shit. He'd basically just be Balrog.
Dude,
Said
imagine. Dude,
Pangoro.
I want Hitmonchan with like Drunken Boxing, and like Crane and fucking everything.
Lay? Like
Yeah, I want Lay.
basically
I want literally Lay.
You know what? That gives me back to that brings me back to like what I want out of Tekken X Street Fighter. That's to see how charge characters will play out in 3D, specifically Guile.
It wouldn't be too hard. They could just make his sonic booms like wider than most projectiles, so it's harder to sidestep and shit like that.
No, that wouldn't work because then he'd just be super good.
I feel like jumps would need to go higher.
Like super good in terms of zoning.
I feel like a Tekken jump wouldn't work in Street Fighter, in Tekken Cross Street Fighter. I think you need to jump a little bit higher.
Yeah, because
I mean,
otherwise-
that's how the Street Fighter characters already work in Tekken.
No, but I'm saying it should be like, I do it for like everyone.
The Tekken characters can jump pretty high if you do like certain shit. Like if you do like a delayed 3 while you jump, you like go higher than average. Of course, I played Yoshimitsu, so I don't give a fuck. I can just fly over everything.
I'd like if they did maybe not necessarily slides, but like moves that didn't move on the sideways axis, but could still kind of ignore fireballs. Yoshimitsu having like a slide all of a sudden would be pretty good.
He can already like just sit down on the ground in Indian stance and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hadoukens and shit.
he basically just jerks off with the.
Well, he has
sword.
that one move from Lee that's literally a slide.
Yeah.
Like Eddie can just lay down on the ground too and like avoid Hadoukens. Also, Yoshi can like do Dragonfly, like the little helicopter stance he has, and
Yeah.
like completely float over Repukens and shit, like ground fireballs. So he just doesn't give a fuck at all.
Dude, Geese looks like my absolute shit in Tekken 7.
Geese is sick, but the problem with him is like he doesn't feel like he has a lot of flexibility. He has like
He's rushed down and that's it, I'm guessing.
kinda like his mix-up is real, whatever, compared to a lot of other characters.
Oh yeah, mix-ups are pretty important in Tekken because you can block basically because like since there's not a lot of low confirms and stuff, you're going to be trying to hit people straight on more accurately.
And another thing that's a problem with Geese is that his only like raw launcher is while standing too, I think, and it's like kind of slow and punishable.
Well,
Besides
don't you not want to do draw launchers anyway?
While standing launchers are good if you like block a low. like then you can go while standing 2 to punish. But usually it's like you don't do it raw unless you're trying to get a read on them crouching.
So is this Coma character the Unga function of Melty?
He's the grappler who is low tier.
Oh, okay.
If you want Unga, you're looking for Atriogi.
Nero Chaos looked pretty Unga.
He's too big to be Unga, but yeah.
Too big to be Unga, huh?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as too big for Unga.
Yes,
Yeah, I
there
thought
is.
big characters were more Unga.
Abigail.
Yeah.
Abigail is Unga, but Hugo is not. Hugo
That's
can
true.
zone.
Hugo's very not Unga.
Hugo
Hugo's
was
actually one of the
clumsy.
least Unga characters in Street Fighter 3. He's kind of Unga in cross second.
There's like 3 characters
that's a
in Street Fighter
remarkable.
3 who aren't Unga though. That's
Didn't
not
know
fair. There's 12. There's
12 is Unga, but it's not rewarding.
Hugo.
Yeah, yeah. Like, he goes in a lot, he's very fast and annoying, but it's not worth it.
I don't know what's up with me in this game. I'm really good against like some of the top tiers, but I suck against some of the high or the low tiers.
Matchup knowledge?
Because you have more matchup experience against high tiers and low tiers.
That's not even it, because I play against Rez's Coma all the time.
Coma looks like this one fusion character that's like I forget the fucking his name, but he was basically like Ryu and Ken combined, and he had like crazy electrical bullshit. I can't remember what the fuck his name was.
The main problem with Coma is that he has damage and his neutral isn't complete, but all of his tools are like the weakest versions of those tools that you can imagine. Like, he has a reflect that's also like a dash thing, but it's not so good.
What moon do I want to use for Michael?
C's the best, but also by far the hardest.
Alright, what's the second best?
I think either of them are fine, but Half Moon is like supposedly better.
Alright.
Half Moon
A
is
wise
just
man
C
once
light,
said, "Be
F
yourself."
is a different character.
All the Melty Blood effects have been used so many times in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's sick. I didn't know we could reflect fireballs.
The timing on it is so small though, that's the problem. Oopsie.
I so prefer anime games because they always go with the philosophy of like making everybody OP instead of like nerfing certain characters to be shit.
No, I've played a lot of games that are like that, I kind of agree. Like, a game where the ceiling is ridiculously high can be fun even if it's unbalanced. But balance matters so much in a game where everyone's weak.
You mean like Street Fighter 5?
Oh yeah.
That's
like
a
5, yeah?
decent example.
You need,
Dude, Abigail in any other Street Fighter game would be kind of bad. But in 5, because he has like long range normals and shit,
yeah.
he becomes really good. Because he can whip punish shit,
He can prevent you from ever entering the range where, like, you're effective against him, and his range of effectiveness is huge. So even though, like, low strong doesn't have, like, a mix-up or, like, low jab, it's more that it prevents you from getting close to him. And if you're far away from him, then technically he can attack you and you can't attack him. So even though there's, like, no mix-up, it's just the effective range is what changes it. That's what makes him strong.
Abigail plays like his concept of playstyle is kind of similar to Potemkin, but like less bullshit whenever he gets going.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah,
Potemkin's bullshit.
potentially.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Potemkin can fuck you up.
And Guilty Gear.
I've seen enough of Octopian playing Potemkin to know that like Potemkin is some bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Abigail's not as bullshit. I'm saying that, yeah.
I don't know about that, man.
He does a lot of damage.
Dumb. He's so dumb.
The thing about Potemkin is that
Yeah.
can't
Slide
do
head like
anything
by itself is already like
Us-
way like 10 times
outside
stronger than
of-
anything Abigail has.
right next to his opponent.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Abigail
He's a
doesn't really have
strong
real
character.
momentum, I feel. He has like a fuck strong combo, one of them. But like, you know, you're never really in a blender. Potemkin looks like a blender character.
He really is. Because if you just guess like wrong on any of his shit, you get fucked.
Guilty Gear is just a blender game.
Potemkin's kind of like, I guess, Mika and Abigail in one thing.
Except like, yeah.
The 3 types of grappler: blender, neutral god, and Zangief.
How is Zangief not like supposed to be neutral god?
Yeah, what you
I don't know,
meant
man.
is Hugo.
Zangief's never really been a. In Street Fighter 2, he's a little bit of a neutral god once it's his turn, but it's never his turn. But he's never really been that strong in neutral in like any game.
I mean, like that's what he's supposed to be for, though, right? It's just a neutral for the most part.
I don't know. He doesn't really have a. He doesn't really play by the rules.
He plays by Zangief rules. That's why I put him up in his own section.
He somehow ends up.
To him would be like
You have to question how he got there.
the closest character to Zangief in any game is like Hugo.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, T-Hawk's pretty similar.
Depends on the
T-Hawk
T-Hawk.
is even that similar, even in that respect.
I'd say T-Hawk's probably closer than Hugo. Hugo has a lot of like momentum-based shit.
Clap.
You
Yeah,
can't
crap.
use literally, you can't use neutral basically though.
Well, no, I'm saying like he has better like shit to scare you to death.
It's like, hey, you know this clap? I can get like 700. I can get like half your life off this.
Yeah.
Hugo's a really strange character because it's he's basically a counter character. I mean, he doesn't have a counter, but
Ooh,
he's
Hugo?
got like very highly he's got very highly specialized tools to
The fuck? Yeah, Chun-Li as a counter. What the fuck?
No, I'm saying like the way to play him effectively is get into a situation where the opponent has like 2 defensive options and then parry your way to command grabs. It's very dependent on what the opponent wants to do. He has to play. Hugo has to play like 100% anticipating the opponent's actions, which is not true for almost
Which
any
is
other
why I
god player in
got
Street
like
Fighter.
Hugos are fucking rare. Like I can only name 2. That's Ona guy, the dude from PGN and YSG or whatever. YSP, that's his name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YSG.
I was thinking of KSK.
Keisuke, he's Alex.
He's Alex, yeah, and his axe is actually really good, but he's still only mid-tier.
There's never been an Alex that's done well. Genki's the closest. Genki's done well in like 1.
Wasn't there an Alex who won a major?
He didn't. Well, he was on a winning team, and it was
Carried through a major.
He did a little bit of work, but it was a 5-man team, so you know how much can really be
Yeah.
attributed to him.
That's why I like the team shit so much, because like it allows more variety for people to win.
It theoretically does. When they were doing 3-man teams in SBO, they did like 10 years of that. It wasn't 10, it was like 8. They did 8 years of that, and it was 3-man teams, and you couldn't double up characters. You couldn't have 2 Chun-Lis on the same team. And yet the winning team, for like the first 6 of those 8 years, there were only ever 4 characters on the winning teams. It was Yon, Chun-Li, Ken, and Makoto. So you had to have 3 separate characters every single time someone won, and there was still like only 4 characters represented. And you know who broke the curse? It ended up being Kuroda playing Akuma. Was the first ever not one of those characters.
I was
Not
thinking,
even like Oro or Q.
Well, Kuroda then went on to break it again with Oro, but I don't know if you guys know. The SBO where Kuroda won with Oro, he did not win a single match the entire tournament. He was completely carried by his team.
Well, that's how it ends.
I know. That was like me. I was all
Remember
eager to see like the crazy new shit, and then Crota just got smushed.
Remember the BAF Team Cup? That was an absolute mess.
I thought it was fun.
It was fun, but no one.
I mean, a mess can be fun, right?
Yeah.
Getting to
I was
name
thinking because you
teams was
said like you
fun.
can't have duplicate characters, I was thinking it'd just be like a bunch of fucking Ryu, Ken, and Akuma. It's like, but it's not duplicates. That kind of thing.
I remember this last co-op cup. Everyone was all fussed about that one team. It was the God team with fucking Daigo and Crota and MOV and whatnot. And then you
Daigo
get that
being the
far.
weakest link.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing to think about.
They lost, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like Daigo,
Yeah.
he's neutral, but like I'm pretty sure he gets messed up sometimes on certain things. To be honest, I haven't seen much Daigo. I've seen a lot more of other characters, but
I wonder what Daigo's been up to lately. I wonder if he's gonna stick with Guile.
he is sticking with Guile, and he is also hanging out at that whole old folks home he works at. So
Good Sugar 2 was made for Daigo.
He's gonna be salty that they took away the boom into it, though.
Wasn't
I
Daigo
keep
making that
distracting
Corona
myself
movie?
Trying to pay attention.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with the way that Daigo plays as of live, I'd be pretty surprised if he switched from Guile.
Be right
Like,
back.
in a major way. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he picked like another character for some matchups occasionally, but fully switching might be surprising.
I think Daigo could do really good with Goki if he wanted.
Have you ever looked at his character picks throughout the years? It is the most boring shit.
Ryu.
For like 20 years, you just see Ryu and Guile.
He played.
And then in Darkstalkers, he played,
Bishamon.
Bishamon.
But
And
did
he
he
did
play
play
Yun for a
like a
minute?
year.
Like in,
Yeah, he played Yun in age 2012, if I remember correctly.
yeah, he
For like
played
1 year. And it's because he thought it was the best character in the game.
Yeah, wasn't he though?
Yes.
His
Maybe.
gun was hype. Daigo, he's probably played Akuma quite a bit, but like just not in any major way. Like, you know, yeah, he's done Evil Ryu, yeah.
TBH, I wouldn't be surprised if like he tried to pick up Zangief and was just like, "Where's the low forward? Where's the fireball? I don't understand.
He needs a fireball.
I don't get it. Why
Yun
where's
was like the only character he's
where's
ever
the-
played without a fireball.
He played a lot of boxer in SD.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but in that game, his fucking dash punch basically is a fireball.
True. I actually don't know that much about this dude.
Me neither, but all I know is I've main Balrog in that game, and it feels so good sometimes. Those
ST is
buttons
so
are
good,
amazing.
though.
Jump fierce for life.
I feel like Daigo could do Heath, but he'd probably like really hate certain matchups and just switch back to fucking Guile for certain matchups.
Clearly, what he wanted to do is play Alex.
Dalton once and give up.
I would love to see Daigo use Dawson. Like the way that he's like his.
He could probably do it.
Yeah, I really love the way that he plays in terms of other characters, and then like I think he could be a god with Dawson or any other defensive character.
Remember when Daigo played Ryu and Tokido also played Ryu?
Imagine Daigo
Ryu was
playing.
fire.
When Ryu was good.
Remember Tokido's Ryu? Tokido was like the best Ryu.
Ryu was sick.
That's why I
Okay,
get
what the
lost.
fuck is
I'm the
everybody-
only fat black man allowed. There's only one fat black man allowed in the chat at one time.
Well, what the fuck was that a rule?
Right now.
You know what?
It was a rule since your mama gave birth to you.
Damn.
How many people are in here?
9.
Like 9?
Good lord. Hi everyone.
Hi,
This is the
Beth.
power of poverty.
Yeah.
We want to see you guys. We want to see hobos beating each other up. That's the true Melty Blood experience.
I can go look at that. I can go look at that right now, and all you gotta do is go downtown.
You just
Yo.
have to watch a Ryu mirror.
Real talk, why does Akuma have so few players?
Because there's only
His health.
Akuma is played by a select, and those Akuma players only play Akuma.
Honestly, I really think it's just his health. Because, I mean, honestly, he's such a really good character, like, always.
If you actually
Oh,
play
fuck, I didn't
Akuma
know-
and then like
Yo, hi,
Rion,
Joe.
Akuma feels like he has more health. It's just because his defensive options are so much better that
Yeah,
your
that's
health
what I'm
ends up
saying.
lasting longer.
Hey, Joe. I haven't heard from you in a while. What's up, dude?
I haven't been doing
I
much
want out of the blender.
Tekken, mostly.
Nah, this character's all about the basic stuff.
Okay, cool.
Pretty much just Tekken.
I'm only gonna play a couple more. I need to sleep.
Alright. You can play me if you want, Beth. Well, although I haven't played yet, so I don't know if that code is good enough since I'm a bit further away.
I might do a few. But I'm at the mode where I want to like training mode a character before I want to swing
Yeah.
around.
Just
Get
pull
the
out Alpha.
caster, and then lab a bit, and then play me.
If I wanted to like play seriously against Rez, I'd feel like I needed a different character for each one of his characters.
But Alka does everything, so get out of here.
But I do so well against Akko with Red Arc.
Let it be known, I still own Rion Soul.
Who, what, huh?
I beat Rion and Melty like months ago with Nero. I just used Jump C in one. Oh god, I can't laugh.
Play me in Melty.
Are you dying?
No, I have back pain. I was helping my boss at my second job clean his garage and yard, and there was a bunch of heavy stuff that was like broken, and we couldn't like hook it. We couldn't use it. So it was like old go-karts and lawnmowers and shit. So, and they were broken, so we couldn't like wheel it up the ramp to get into the truck. So we had to like actually physically lift up a go-kart with an engine in it and get into a truck.
That's retarded.
Oh,
Back pain is like tooth pain. It's one of those things where you hear about it, you're like, oh, that sucks. But then you experience it, and it's like, holy shit, this is the worst thing ever. Fuck back pain.
Oh, this fighting game looks dank. Gasp Fighters Next Stream on the N64.
Excuse me?
I feel like the N64 was about like 90% bad shovelware. But the shovelware on the N64 was like somehow better than like shovelware on every other console.
It's because it was like super experimental.
Yeah.
Most of the shovelware.
And like the PS1 has not gears, games that have 8 or 4 years of almost getting on.
Most of the PS1 shovelware was like licensed bullshit.
I feel like PS1 shovelware was just ascended Super Nintendo shovelware.
It really was. It was just like, hey, we have an extra dimension to play with. Let's just stop it even more. Like, go back and watch some fucking King's Field footage. Yeah, it's the progenitor to like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, but like those fucking games are garbage. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Look at this potential Kuso Cup game.
When's the next Kuso Cup?
Why are you asking me?
Bath?
Are you not the Kuso Lord?
That's real.
Bath? I will go digging in the trash and I will find us a Kuso game to play. Don't make me do this.
And on the GameStop, check the dumpster.
Oh, that's another
Kuso
fucked up
Cup
thing
is
about
one.
hitting the cat. It autocorrects to which side I'm on.
Oh, that's gay.
So it always tracks the opponent.
It's so annoying.
What does the cat even do?
It's just a projectile that I can't do anything about.
Alright.
They totally like stole the idea for fucking Misfortune's head bullshit from this.
Misfortune's
Skullgirls is just like a billion ideas from other fighting games executed well.
I was a big fan
Skullgirls
of...
is the perfect fighting game. Not the best, but the perfect.
So what does that mean?
It means that it has all the stuff that everyone else is like, hey, let's put that in there. Better than them. It's not like the best one, but it's definitely like probably up there. It's like basically the fact that it got shafted over in the favor of Smash is like a travesty.
It's the most polished fighting game probably on the planet.
Nah,
Yeah, but it's
not
not
good.
good characters, so it's bad. Sorry.
I mean, I can't say that when 98 is right over there. The most polished fighting game.
What?
Skullgirls has 15 characters and they are all top tier.
That's
No
the
wait,
point.
14
Alright,
characters.
this is my last one.
The most polished fighting game ever made is Dive Kick back when it was just Dive and Kick.
No, I thought it was
Technically.
I am struggling to play with everyone talking because I can't keep myself focused.
You could just like hit the headphone thing and mute yourself.
That was a good turtle.
Injustice 1. Oh my god.
Remember Injustice 1, remember that little era? Where people would come to tournaments and have like some weird like glitch that they would activate and it'd be like, well you know, this round is over but it's illegal to do that glitch again.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Was that an actual
Here is a
thing? Oh my
dude who
God.
did the...
That happened
movie
like
art
3
glitch.
times, or twice I think. That happened with Zod's Infinite, or not Infinite, he had like a block stun like instant chip out. He could like, he had a thing that made it so one of his projectiles, the hitbox didn't go away once you blocked it. So it just sat on the screen forever.
That's awesome.
And if you fell into it, if you were hitting it or getting blocked, you would just die.
So it's like that Oro 12 glitch.
Yeah. Except it was actually feasible to do in a match.
Amazing.
Yo, Beth.
Yeah.
I found a perfect game for you to stream one night. Like a good single player game. Here, it's called... You can probably get around with it. It's called Gladiator Spirit of Vengeance. You'll love it.
I might actually look at that. What the chances
No.
of it being a
Matt,
game.
you need to play Maximo.
Maximo is weird.
Maximo is 3D Ghosts and Goblins.
Kinda.
Play it.
It's pretty much, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I can't play it because my computer is a piece of shit, and that makes me sad because I haven't seen it actually played in like 15 years.
Damn. I went back to it recently and I was like, this is a lot more shit and easy than I remember.
Remember Unblockable, I'm hearing an echo. Unblockable interactions in Injustice 1?
There's a few in Injustice 2. But
Yeah, but they're fair now.
Well, yeah, some of them are fair.
You remember the pig?
Pig fights. Pig fights
Yeah.
are the best.
Big advantage.
That was a big thing, that was real.
That's so stupid.
Because, like, you couldn't avoid it. Like, straight up, you just couldn't.
You could backdash, it was just really, really hard. But if you ever actually got the backdash, you were at such
But
a
if
big
you're, like,
advantage.
close to the one side and you backdash, you'd still
No,
get
you
hit.
could. I think even if you. Oh, maybe yeah. If you're right where the pig ends. But usually you could backdash to get through it. But I remember when I found out that interactions were unblockable, it was just like, what if they just made it blockable? Wouldn't that make like a much better game? Because they're still useful. You can still cancel into them and stuff. And then they made 2 more Injustice or another fighting games where they were blockable for the most part, and it's like a billion times better. And it's like, wow, it should have always been like this. Injustice 1 was Kusoga as fuck, so was MK9.
Yeah.
MKX
was
and
like
Injustice 2 were better.
It's okay.
Mortal Kombat 10 was NetherRealm winning the most improved award.
MK9 was, dude. You don't know about MK before
No,
MK9.
I do.
I'll remember the
I do.
original just...
MK Armageddon, MK Deception.
We're talking about MK versus DC Universe. Is that the original Injustice?
I had
Yeah.
that game. Oh my god.
There's some people that still think it's good.
I got
And there's
footage
some
of that
people who still
recently.
think the Earth is flat.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how many people actually started to think the Earth is flat again.
I think it's I mean, there's internet groupthink going on for sure. But I think it's
Clearly
people
it's-
pretending to be stupid.
Okay, dang it.
Some of it is, yeah, for sure. It's just because of like the whole you can't prove it type thing unless it's like you're in person, like in space looking at the Earth, that kind of shit. Because they're so fucking dumb.
Damn it, it traded.
Orb's too good, but I died, so doesn't matter.
I thought I died. I didn't pay attention to life bars.
Speaking of Injustice, the Atom is like one of the coolest designs in terms of the way he plays.
I like him a lot. One thing I like about NetherRealm is they do a lot of wild stuff when trying to balance characters. Is they won't always just make it sure that everyone has like the same zoning potential or the same mix-up potential or stuff like that.
Zoning potential. Remember Zod versus Lex?
I do remember that.
They've mostly gotten better at like just randomly nerfing and buffing characters to like oblivion and godhood, but then they also just kneecap the Deadshot.
Well, I mean, Deadshot definitely made sense. I mean, compared to like some other shit.
I'm done. I'm gonna go die.
Yeah.
His zoning was fucking
Alright.
stupid.
Yep, I know that.
I'm so tired.
It was just that they didn't nerf him into being like meh. They nerfed him so badly that like every other character that could zone was better at zoning.
You talking about Deadshot?
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't his form of zoning
I might-
so annoying that no one on Earth wanted to deal with it?
It's
I might have
because
to
it's
make
a
it
MK zoning, but like the approach options for like most characters wasn't
Good
like,
enough?
Yeah, good enough. Or like certain characters would have to rely on trait to even stop him from doing that shit, and then you wouldn't have it anymore until a while, and then you would be fucked the rest of the match, that kind of thing. So
He wasn't
Like
that
Earth
strong.
and
He
Shadow.
was just he slowed the game down to a crawl, and he had kind of unbalanced matchups.
yeah,
I invited you back if you want to play some.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna go watch some Counter Strike or something. I'm pulling from this call.
oh,
Alright.
Say that to the guy who chucked his.
Goodbye.
Say that to the guy who chucked his pad. Remember that?
I'm out. Alright, hold on. Let me find a video. Let me finish this chocolate muffin really fast.